back to Epic LAN. It's number 47 this time, and it's brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, Overclockers, XP Eyewear Pro, and the CS tournament is brought to you by Logitech. There's going to be bloodshed, there's going to be guns, there's going to be shooting, there's going to be explosions, there's going to be brotherhood, and so many amazing emotions right here in the heart of the UK Counter-Strike scene, Kettering.
Oh, I love Kettering. It's a beautiful town.
And I'm here with Yui. We're going to be bringing you this game, Border Hoppers versus Snooze. Are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited for this game. Ancient's going to be an absolutely crazy map for these two particular teams.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got the 10th seed and the 31st seed respectively, and Border Hoppers, they're in for a real game here, aren't they?
They're going to be given it a tough time for sure. I mean, we highlighted this, picked on Ancient. Snooze, they are actually a team that practice together. I saw them about a month ago having a crack at the UKIC qualifier. Don't think they did too well, but it shows that they've been playing together and, you know, working on this. And I know some of these names, they are legit players who do give a lot of time to the game. We got the likes of Nelly J. He's been around for a while. Anyone in the scene knows about that guy. He's got a bit of main experience.
He's got a few experienced players, you know, mostly like hang around that level 10, face it, level lower, 2000 elo.
Yeah.
You know, so some pug stars here. It's going to be a really crazy game.
Yeah, there's going to be shooting back at the very least. We can hope for that. Yeah. I think strategically though, Snooze are going to have the edge.
Oh, definitely.
They do have some, you know, good Border Hoppers. They do have some good stuff going for them. They've got B-Dog.
Yeah.
Notable caster. He's well above us, but he's watching high-level CS all the time, so he's gonna hopefully have some strats to pull out the bag. Border Hoppers. They also have my old coach, Klon. Shout out Klon. Anyone who's been playing for a while knows Klon a little bit. I mean, I wasn't playing at an insanely high level, so that he coached me, it's maybe not the most amazing thing.
No, but it's still a really exciting game going forward.
If he's been a coach, yeah, he knows some ball. Over on the side of Snooze, Lieutenant Danielson, have you ever seen any of his content?
Unfortunately not. I've not seen any of his content.
Might have without realising. He makes a lot of short content and like Twitter stuff. If you're scrolling, maybe some Danielson stuff is.
Oh, I'll definitely get onto that.
He's got some good nade knowledge that will be hopefully shown in this match. I do believe the server's ready and we can get into this match, guys.
Yes.
I can't wait. Okay, knife round just coming to a close. It looks like Border Hoppers actually won it. That gives them a good chance to pick on their comfortable side. I'm guessing it will be CT.
I mean, I don't really know at this point. They're so much lower than Snooze that any side.
You just don't know what they're going to pick.
No. But I mean, the CT side is typically a much stronger side
it's
on
the
Ancient.
Better bet, yeah.
So we're going to have to see if they can bring anything out here. We have got just armor for every player, no utility out. I don't know why we're seeing a decoy on Melania. Maybe she has something. They have something going for them.
you never know. I'm not a fan of random decoy purchases. Just a waste of $50 really. But you know, you can put them to good use every now and then. But not how I play the game.
No, but those small little decisions at $50 might go a long way later on.
Exactly. That is the difference between an AWP. You know, if you have 4.7k minus $50, right? Yeah, screwed.
Anyway, getting straight into this round, we have got 4 players towards mid, slowly going towards Donut. They are going to be bet by Melania. They are making their way back onto the bomb site. They've got Danielson inside A main, pushing out. They will push out together. Kills are going to start coming through. Miss Katie finds one on the return. Dinked is going to go down, and Danielson finds the first. Nice shots coming off of him. Klon is going to go down, and it's into the 4 versus 3 here, and slowly chipping away at the players. B-Dog is the last plant man standing. And there's not much he can do here. He's got 17 points of health, and he's just going to be taking down D2 Kester nice and easily.
Okay, closing that out. And yeah, Snooze taking the first round. That's a bit of a rough one for Border Hoppers. You know, the lesser team, you want to build up as many rounds as possible. And with the pistol maybe being a little bit more RNG or having a less high skill ceiling, perhaps the weaker team do have a decent chance at winning pistol rounds.
Yeah, they really need to win that. You know, even if it just scored them 2 rounds with the pistol and maybe the next round.
The post plant looked a little bit hectic there. Not well, yeah, not a very coordinated retake.
They were caught off
coming
position, and they weren't really looking for any information towards the start of the round, so they didn't know that they were coming donut. It was all sort of a surprise, and the rotates weren't quick enough.
Yeah, well, the spacing on Snooze, very nice. All charging,
Yeah.
all charging into donut together, doing stuff right. Probably not their first donut take as a team on a pistol.
So what are you thinking about this new change to the SMGs, bringing them down $100? I've been seeing a lot more MP7s recently.
Yeah, I've been having a little crack with the MP5. It's all right. I don't think it was the change that needed to be done to the game, to be honest. Like all this work nerfing the MP9, which people are even still saying is still overpowered. But yeah, Valve don't need to be making the other SMGs more affordable.
No. All I know is I'm using the PP Bison way more now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The Bison. That's a good meme gone. I've had a crack with the Bison every now and then. What is it, like 80 bullets in the mag? You can just
60 bullets in the mag, $1,300.
Yeah, you can just.
Why ever buy a P90?
The Bison is sick if you're on like a CT eco round and you just want to like plus W into some Glocks.
Yeah,
Right?
I never bring it into my FACEIT games, but on my Premier games, the PP Bison's always coming out.
A good way to ruin the mental of the opponents.
Yeah, looks like the second round is starting to go ahead. We've just got an eco round here from Border Hoppers. Logan down to $50. I don't know what he's bought into this round.
Yeah, he's acting as a bit of a hero here, I guess. The hero Nova, fascinating. We'll see how that gets played. I mean,
all 5 plays towards the B bomb.
Yeah, a bit of a default out of Snooze, so LJ might be coming into this CT trap, but yeah, A has been taken. The Snooze default finding the right gaps in the map.
They've made the right choice. Miss Katie is going to find a kill onto Nelly K on that lurk, but they've already taken the bomb site, and that bomb is going to go down nice and clean. They did manage to salvage that Mac 10, but they're just going to get cut away by Chippo Hippo. Nice 2k there. 2 players left, Logan and Klon. See if you can get anything of that. No. But Klon does find one with the USP, and he is going to find another onto D2 Caster, and that is into the 1 versus 2. If he can find a nice crispy headshot, he might actually be able to stand a chance in this round.
I mean, this is terrible out of Border Hoppers. The fact that they're down to 2 players against what was virtually an eco, pretty much a full eco. Yeah, a great bit of damage being done for Border Hoppers. This is going to help their economy a ton.
I mean, Nova, that's $600 into his bank account. He's farming these guys, and if he can get this last kill, that's a nice amount of money going into the next round.
Going into the right place at the right time.
Might be able to get onto the orb.
The long range Nova is.
Oh my god, he gets it! Won't be able to recover that Galil.
That is wild. I mean, that is some bad CS out of Snooze, despite winning the rounds.
A bit sloppy from them coming
out. That's going to be so expensive than having to rebuy everything.
And actually go against the orb, and Logan is flying into the Nova again, into the buy round. So
I mean, it kind of worked out. Yeah. He had pistols for teammates. Now he's got rifles. What can that Nova do?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably going to be playing towards Cave. Probably the most viable option for it. And all 5 players are going towards B. We've got a quick rush here into the B bomb site. All 5 players here, met by 3 players. Chippo Hippo and Nelly J going to find the first 2. One nice shot onto Chippo Hippo, will be taken down instantly into the 4 versus 2. Nothing really to do. And Logan's going to get spammed through the wall. That's some bad mouthing right there.
Yeah. The Border Hoppers this time they weren't even really in like bad positions. I think Snooze just won this one based off of Angels. We got
it's still
relatively clutch,
but he's down.
Yeah.
Snooze finding the 3rd round.
Yeah. Snooze, they're looking good. I mean, in the last round they did a bit of trolling, but
they're taking it seriously now. They know how close it got, and they want to make this one clean.
The way you see them going into the sites together, they're confident. They're just storming in. Nobody's staying hesitant on the right side of the top ramp, baiting their team. Everyone's just going in, swinging, peeking together, and Border Hoppers aren't able to do much against that in the last round at the very least. It's still early in the game.
Yeah, early in the game, and obviously Logan has his Nova out yet again. All 5 players towards B. They're going to rush it. And they are going to be backed by Nelly J, who is on the lurk. And what can they do? The A-bomb site's being taken. Yet again, the A-bomb site is absolutely open. Kills aren't coming through. Yeah, Con's going to go down.
They went for this B stack in their last eco and were able to do a lot of damage with it.
Yeah, so we'll see if they can push their way back into the bomb site. But if Snooze are worth their weight, they'll keep this clean.
I doubt they'll be making the same mistakes again. Logan this time with the Nova rather than Klon. Recovered it off of Logan's corpse in the previous. This time, no multi-kills coming in with the Nova.
I'm curious to see if board hoppers do try to get that AWP out. They've got the money for it, but do you know who's the AWPer on this team? If they even have one?
I wouldn't say there's any standout sniper players on that team, but I'm sure someone's got to do it. And yeah, it'd be nice to see who actually has that role. To be honest, I'm not too sure who would be an AWPer on Snooze. They all strike me as riflers. The only player that I'm not familiar with is Dinked. Nice hold coming in from Katie. She's able to get one before going down. Milana staying tucked on the site, forced out into the open from the molly. Kester will deal with that, and a team kill coming out of Klon onto B-Dog. It's messy, it's still a 2 versus 2 on this gun round though. Anything could happen. 1 minute 20 on the clock.
Yeah. They tried to make their way into the bomb site, but they were stopped. Border hoppers actually caused a bomb site, doing a good job of keeping hold of that. But they are still here, and D2 Kester is making his way towards B, which is currently
a great position from Nelly J right now. He's able to cut that rotate right off. Will Klon be ready for it?
I don't know. It's not looking the right way. Nelly J is waiting for the timing. He looks around, but he will get the kill, and it's into the 1 versus 2. Logan, a veteran Epic LAN player in the 1 versus 2, seeing if he can get this over the line, get the first round for BHOP. But D2 Kester has got that Molotov, so that's going to come into the round later on. Logan does find the first kill. He doesn't have a kit, so he's going to have to make this one a nice, easy shot. Spraying him down, not able to get over the line. And they just have that Molotov, case it out. Logan does get the kill, but doesn't have the time. And it was such a close one, such a nice one from him, but it's going to be the 5th round for Snooze. And he goes down for the bar.
Yeah, that was one of the more promising rounds out of Border Hoppers. Yeah, it got down to a 2 versus 2. Should have been a 3 versus 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there between Klon and B-Dog.
No,
seems like quite the blunder.
The experience is starting to come out now from Snooze. You know, BHOP, they've got some good players, but not quite the caliber of Snooze.
Yeah, I mean, when you're knifing your teammate, something bad happened. I mean, I was watching a match yesterday. It was one of the players here at EPIC. Opening from B-Dog. One of the players here at EPIC. They were playing an HLTV match on one of the computers here, and he had a few too many pints before an HLTV match, and he's knifed his bloody teammate in an official on HLTV. That's the kind of antics that will happen here at EPIC LAN.
Yeah. BHOP again getting destroyed by Snooze into the 5 versus 2. Klon, Logan, what can they do in this situation there? Getting strung out here. All 5 players are starting to, or 3 players towards the mid. Kills coming through. Logan's going to be taken down. Klon, what can he do? What can he do in this situation? A 1 versus 5, no kit, no utility, and Snooze aren't going to give up a round like this.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see Border Hoppers claim 1 round at the very least. I think as Snooze progress their scoreline, they might end up getting a little bit more lenient, perhaps allow for a bit more fun.
We all know that Ancient can be a very 50-50 map. I know I said it was seed-decided, but I think these teams, like the caliber of these teams, like it could go either way.
I'd say, yeah, Ancient probably CT-sided, but it's definitely in Counter-Strike, any map can be better team sided as well.
Yeah.
And as you said at the start, the seeding, these guys are what, like 20 seeds ahead of the others. So
it can be a very momentum-based game sometimes. It's easy to let go.
what is going on? So Nelly J's killed himself, and Klon's been involved at the same. Once again, this guy's always present at the moments of disaster.
So BHOP have decided to go for the half buy here. UMP9s, Deagles across the board, 5.7s, just like sprinklings of utility. They are starting to stack their way towards the B bomb site. Logan likes to find a nice headshot. Kills are starting to come through, and as we were just saying about momentum, Snooze into the 1 versus 4. Danielson not looking good for this 1 versus 4 clutch. Gonna try and get a bomb down, but fakes it, and BHOP find their first round.
Just
Off the half by.
yeah. So we saw, who was it killing themselves? Nelly J.
Yeah, Nelly J.
That little blunder at the start of the round potentially costing Snooze a chance at having a fair opportunity at getting into the round. They weren't able to recover the 4 versus 5, and BHOP, having that man advantage in the retake, went a long way.
We're talking about momentum. They've broken that momentum now. This is their chance to get back into the game. They got that AWP on B-Dog.
Going for the peak. Self-flash, he'll make himself known,
Nice
and the
shot.
shot anyway.
Blinded as well. Klon is going to get that trade on, but he's low HP. Will get traded into the 3 versus 4. The last 3 remaining players. 1 towards Donut. Got B-Dog and Milano making their way towards the B bomb site, but it looks like this is starting to make their way. Snooze are starting to make their way towards B here. Got a lot of utility for this execute. They want to take this out. Smokes are going to start coming through.
Both teams very hesitant on their angles to actually engage in any fights.
Playing this very peacefully. That Molotov will stop that bomb from going down on default, but it's still going to go down slightly too far there. The Molotov, it's a bit too late. A few pot shots coming through that smoke. That nade's going to do no damage. And Dinks, he's making sure this retake does not happen. Melania, B-Dog. Nice shot from Melania, making that kill. 2 players towards cave there, not peeking, not getting too over-aggressive here. And Melania's going to go down. B-Dog, the last man standing with that AWP. I think you got to save in this position. He hasn't got a kit. And he's just going for those exit kills. Going to start running away. They're going to chase him. No, they're not. And B-Dog will get away with that AWP, but they lost the 7th round. BHOP, they found that 1, but not able to get the 2nd.
At least B-Dog's able to bring it the AWP into the next rounds. His team's got a great economy going around. Miss Katie can definitely drop over to Logan.
Big B-Dog dropping 2 M4s over. What a good teammate. Making sure his teammates are full on utility, full on kits. There's nothing wrong with this round. They've got full utility kits on everyone, M4s across the board.
It's interesting to see that Snooze went for the B site once again after losing the post plant in the previous round on B. Kind of shows that they wanted to, you know, iron that out.
And they're confident in their play.
Fix the issues and show that they are capable of closing out B
Miss Katie is
post
getting
plant.
the opening towards A. Kills starting to come through towards Border Hoppers into the 3 versus 2. Chippo on very low HP, but we'll get that trade onto Logan.
Oh.
B-Dog with the collateral. Absolutely fantastic stuff from him. He knows where Dinked is. What can he do in this situation? Cornered off, and B-Dog, the AWPer.
Nice round out of the star player. I guess, yeah, we were questioning who is the AWPer for Border Hoppers, and it seems like they've revealed themselves there.
For good reason. That was an absolutely fantastic round from him. That collateral,
Yeah.
that was nuts.
That was nuts. And yeah, nice opening from Katie over on the A site as well. Border Hoppers showing that their borders are currently closed.
Look at this buy from Snooze. Galil, not much to write home about here. Another B execute is looking for a B rush actually. No hold barred into the bomb site. Logan will be the first to be taken down. One, oh, that tech line doing work.
Yeah, so Snooze, they lost a round on the slow, steady, methodical CS, and they've just thrown it all out and take a direct aim fight as fast as the B site. Another team kill going down out of team.
Yeah, that's Tech 9, B-Dog.
B-Dog has a chance. Both
Hot
low
shots.
HP on long.
Oh.
Eventually, Danielson will close that one out.
He just saves the AWP.
That did get a bit chaotic at the ends there.
You know, we're not seeing any strong rounds here from Border Hoppers. Might be to their detriment. Not able to string two together. You know, they can still gun for the fourth, but at this point they got a full buy to be.
Snooze playing aim heavy CS to claim some of these rounds, but as we've seen, they've lost rounds playing their defaults, and that does make me a little bit worried for when they come up against stronger teams.
Yeah.
When they're playing their default rounds, are they just going to get absolutely wrecked if they're losing them to the likes of Border Hoppers?
But I mean, these are some messy rounds from the Snooze, and it is the first game of Epic LAN.
It is true. It is true. Maybe
Got to iron out those kinks, and this is probably the perfect game for Snooze to iron out them.
Hippo putting Snooze to the man advantage. There needs to be a re-aggression out the CTs. It looks like Klon was considering that, but he's gone for a bit more of a passive stance in the corner.
So D2 Kester is going to take that fight. Klon will find the first and the second on the Hippo.
The right decision.
Yes, absolutely. That smoke is going to go down, denying them any access into the B flat area. And it's a 3 versus 2. What can we do here, guys? Snooze trying to look for a peek towards Donut, but he's going to start backing off.
And once again, we've seen Snooze trying to play this slow CS. Like, you know, a good team might be able to, but it's not been working out for them. Even they were a man advantage, and they weren't able to trade on Cave there. Pretty bad, if you ask me.
Yeah, and all 3 players are starting to make their way towards B. Klon, the sole player on B, going to get flashed off the angle as they make their way into the bomb site. They've got utility to smoke off these angles, but Dink is going to get flashed. Starting to make their way in. Logan finds the first. Danielson keeping hold of the bomb site. And they're starting to make their way in from all angles. Dink on that AWP, going to miss the shot. Is he going to be met by someone ramp? No, they're all going towards the bomb site now. Logan finds that one onto Danielson, and Dink 1 versus 3 here with that AWP. Bomb is getting defused, and Logan will find that kill, confirming the 3rd round for Border Hoppers.
Border Hoppers, they're doing good here.
Yeah.
I think if they're able to find a 4th round on the half,
Honestly, I'm impressed.
The game might not be doable, but it's a respectable scoreline, and you can build a lot of 4 rounds at a half time. I am a little worried. Well, I said at the start of the game, Ancient's kind of CT-sided, so perhaps once Snooze get onto that side, they might start rolling this one out. But yeah, Border Hoppers, they're playing some solid CT-CS in some of these rounds. Sometimes they have just been absolutely demolished by a B-rush.
Yeah.
But they're capable of playing these slow rounds, holding angles. B-rush coming in from Snooze. Speaking of fast CS, what's B-Dog going to be able to do? He lands the first shot, missed Pete in the right spot, but has a tricky time finding the first. Each player only 1 and done on this A hold. It's a 2 versus 2. D2K bringing that bomb back through main as Nelly J has a strong lurk. He's been able to cross into Donut. Logan seems somewhat aware of that possibility, but it's maybe not been completely communicated, as Nelly J has certainly found a slip here.
Nelly J has got that backstab, that Tech 9. Gonna kill Logan. Klon in the 1 versus 2. Gonna catch D2 Kester off, but he gets away just by the skin of his teeth. And they've got the bomb plant, and they're gonna have the post plant here. Klon in the 1 versus 2 clutch. No kit. Will he be able to find that kill onto D2 Kester? He's starting to make his way slowly into the bomb site. But he might be caught off by the cave player. Just making his way through, gets the kill, and gets the second onto Nelly J.
Snooze
And
doing?
Snooze dropping the ball there, letting the fourth fall through the gap.
That's shocking. I mean, there was clear communication issues on both teams that round.
Yeah.
The fact that Nelly was even able to get into window and to catch a player off guard. And then the same kind of thing happens in the post plant, but reversed. Klon was just able to walk up short all the way onto site. D2K clearly didn't know that that was a possibility.
No, if Nelly J was just holding a slightly different angle there, that entire round would have gone a different way. But it did, and BHOP managed to find themselves 4 rounds. Best they could ask for, really. And if they can find the pistol round, build a little bit of momentum, we could be seeing a good game here.
It's certainly not bad, and you know what? I've seen a lot of CS recently where that's an 8-4 half. The team with 4 rounds does actually come back.
Well, as we say that, D2 Kess is going to find a nice crispy shot onto Melania. Logan will be taken down. Those kills are starting to come through now. But Klon and...
Those Julies need to do more.
He was just spamming away, not able to find anything. And Danielson, the last man standing. No, that's it. Oh, just misses that shot. And Skatey will go down. BHOP finds that trade.
I mean, yeah, man, this is... With past 2 rounds, we've seen some poor moments out of Snooze, and for a team that practices together, has been playing as a 5, I'm expecting more. They're in the lead currently. They're going to eco this one out. BHOP likely to find a 6th, but after that, I'm really hoping that Snooze are able to pull their trousers up and actually play some capable CS. I know there's some good experience on some of these players. They should not be losing some of these rounds.
But as it stands, we've got 5 players to the B site using this stack effectively. BHOP are edging their way towards B. I don't know if they're going to try and look for information. B-Dog is starting to make his way towards mid, to that red room. We're trying to box them in here. And if that Deagle is not going to be aware of his position, B-Dog's going to hit all of this. He's going to start making his way slowly into the back lines. Aware of B-Dog's position. Might be able to clear the A-bomb site out, but he's going to start pushing their way into B. Here they come, that Zeus getting the kill onto Melania. The MAC-10 into the hands of Chibo, not able to get it across the line. We still have got Danielson here. This pace might not be aware of this position, she is, and into the 2 versus 4.
It was a dangerous angle that Danielson was playing, but KT staying patient there, holding the angle, and it was actually Danielson who went for the swing, perhaps when he didn't need to. I guess he was hungry to pick up that MAC-10 that had fallen on the floor.
Yeah.
But you know, you should value your life a little bit more than a MAC-10, I reckon.
I mean, in that situation, when you only have a Zeus, no, MAC-10's a massive upgrade.
It was a 5-7 though.
A 5-7? Oh.
Yeah, he had a 5-7 there, ready to do a bit more. But speaking of more, will Snooze be able to do anything? It's not looking like they're going to go for the retake, just playing exits. Dink goes down. D2K, he does have Klon heading towards him. Kester will hear that noise. But not win the fight.
Not getting that extra money from the MAC-10. Got 2 kills at Zeus. Was funny, but at the end of the day, it's not going to get them around. And BHOP find their 6th. Starting to bring this back now. They've got plenty of money, but Miss Katie opting for that MAC-10. Got a few MP9s on the CT side here. You know, they did overbuy in the last round a little bit. But playing towards Cave, they might still be effective.
I mean, as I said, it is funny, and you know, it's one of the early stages in the EPIC tournament. Some lower seeded teams versus one another. It's nice to see the Zeus get brought out and people having a laugh.
We all know it's going to be a little bit messy down here, but we have got BHOP taking the way into the B bomb site.
It's a clean take, and I like to see that they're all spacing into Donut here. They're coordinated on where they're going to go. The deep smoke will hold Danielson off, but he's still able to find one through the smoke. It's great util out of BHOP, but the kills are still being found by Snooze.
They've got a decent amount of utility here to keep off the angles, but that Molotov is going to go towards Temple, keeping them all out. Utility is starting to get sprinkled out. That Molotov is going to be detrimental to the retake, but Nelly J finds 2 nice kills and into the bomb site. That bomb is going to get defused. B-Dog, the last man standing, going to get killed. That MP9 doing absolutely amazing.
I mean, it seems like Nelly J is a very slippery guy.
Yeah.
He's always finding the right places, the right lurks, killing people from behind. That's not the first time we've seen him with those kind of antics. This time he's on the CT side, finding the flank. But yeah, Nelly J definitely one for BHOP to look out for. And yeah, that was some nice CS out of BHOP though. I liked the execute. Sometimes you see in pugs when people go out into the A site, some people are taking Temple, some people are pushing into CT, but they did actually coordinate themselves all into Donut. They were using the right util, smoking deep, mollying off Temple, but Snooze just coming out on top of the Angels, unfortunately, for BHOP.
And 5 players staying alive there means that their bank accounts are going to be looking good here. And we are getting into the round now. Logan finds the first goal to Danielson. Melania finds the second into the 4 versus 3 here, and they're starting to bring it back. Snooze making their way up, bringing it back.
3 versus 3. BHOP very much outside of B. They got the bomb nearby, but not actually in their possession. And Chippo Hippo solely responsible for this site. Miss Katie will take that one-on-one duel up on the ramp.
Long range back 10.
She's feeling confident.
This round's starting to get really interesting now. BHOP might be able to bring it back.
Low HP player versus low HP player close up to one another on long. Spam not quite landing. Nelly J forced into an awkward angle from that molly.
Trying to get the spam through the smoke, but Miss Katie playing with fire. They're just waiting for the push to come. Titsy's coming out!
Wow.
Back 10, low HP. Dink was not ready for that, and Nelly J not going to stand a chance. That's just that's that momentum broken for Snooze now. They're getting themselves back into this game, but BHOP cutting that down quick.
Yeah, they've managed to claw back 7 now, and Miss Katie with some great fights being taken. Kind of looks like looking like a bit of a boss, just peeking people with a Mac 10,
feeling it,
taking the responsibility. There was no trade potential for her, so she had to win all the fights she went for, but she did. Even low HP with Mac 10 at the end there.
There's quite some heavy implications from that round. You know, BHOP able to take away. Like Snooze were trying to get themselves back into this game for that round. It's going to mean they're on the back foot now, trying to fight for that 10th round.
Dink's making that more doable with the sniper pick onto B-Dog, winning the AWP versus AWP duel. Chippo Hippo finding another, this time Katie taking a one-on-one duel, but not winning it. And in similar fashion to the previous round, she didn't have any trade potential. So this is the kind of consequence that happens when you take those solo duels and it doesn't go in your favor. BHOP, they've got a tricky job now. They're going to be taking it up to the B ramp where D2K is holding from.
Yeah, he definitely saw them on the ramp there. Jump peek didn't work.
I think he might get caught off here, but does swing in, coordinates the swing with Danielson. Some good.
Another clean round from Snooze. Keeping 4 players alive, and BHOP starting to lose it. They have no money. Klon on 6k might be able to drop a teammate in AK. Might be able to get a scrappy buy here.
We saw Logan with the Hero Nova on the CT side. That won't be happening this time for BHOP. But yeah, we do see a Hero AK put into play. I think there's a few actually.
No, we've got an AK on Miss Katie and an AK on Klon. Actually buying into this round, but holding a little bit of reserve. That utility absolutely doing a lot of damage. Another one going to come through.
5 men coming in towards the site. Got 2 CTs to hold for it though, and that seems to be enough. Katie in the clutch, good for 1.
Shut down.
But Dinked swinging out with the AWP. Snooze just 1 away from match point, and perhaps the scorelines may be seeming a bit more daunting for BHOP. They don't have much money to work with.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that force buy there. They've left themselves in a really sticky situation here. Snooze are on their 11th round looking for that match point, and they've got themselves Mac 10s, no rifles to think of.
I reckon this is match point.
Yeah, it has to be for Snooze. They have to prove that they are the better team and they deserve that 10th seed.
It's shambolic that they've actually lost 7 rounds already, to be fair.
They're going to start shutting this down. Dink finds the first, misses the second onto Miss Katie, and they're just getting picked off one by one. Klon will find the return onto Chippo Hippo into the 3 versus 4, and they're going to get that post plant as fast as they can. But the damage is starting to come through here. We have 3 players towards Temple, going to run their way out. Klon finding 2 sick kills onto these players, and it's into the 2 versus 3 here. Dink trying to get that utility out, but that orb is not the right job, not the right gun for the job.
Nice fight from Klon there. And yeah, maybe it's not quite match point yet.
Klon, heroics from him. 4 kills to bring themselves back into this round.
Nice stuff, Klon. And I'd like to highlight that it's not shambolic that BHOP are winning these rounds, but the fashion that Snooze have lost in these rounds, I do expect more out of them. No hate to
absolutely.
Hoppers. They're doing great.
You know, this is the sort of thing we talked about at the start of the game. They start to get this momentum. They've got enough money for AKs here. Snooze are on the back foot. Not much money. Oh, okay. As I say that, they do have a lot of money. M4s, AK was able to be saved from the last round. BHOP looking to take the 9th here. They've got plenty of utility. Might be looking for that slow execute in this round. A few Mac 10 sprinkled here and there. Let's just looking for the information to start us off. Starting to see a little push from Snooze, taking B control completely. Keeping them out.
Group up on elbow from the teams trying to take mid, but the aggression out of Snooze does catch them off guard. G2K trying to fight back from Donut. Perhaps that wasn't quite needed there, but Nelly J picking up the pieces from Cave. It's just Milana and Miss Katie to try and recover this one. They don't have much to work with, just the Mac 10s. They got a sniper pinpointed right at the missed shot though.
Yeah, they're going to clean this up.
Miss Katie winning a long-range Mac 10 duel again.
Yeah.
I don't know what secret sauce she's got about that weapon, but she seems to know a thing or two about the Mac.
But at the end of the day, it's now a match point for Snooze. So the fact that they've let eight rounds slip through the gaps.
Yeah.
That's
I think I might go over and talk with some of the Snooze players about the match after this. I'd love to get an insight about what was going on.
We said it's early days, but you know it's also early days for BHOP. You know, early in the morning, people aren't on their A game necessarily, but they still managed to get 8 rounds, maybe even more here, as they have got a few rifles here. But trades are going to start coming through. Klon will find that trade, and D2 Kester's going to find that kill onto Miss Katie into the 4 versus 3, and they have got the B bomb site. Fortunately, utility is going to block them off, but Daniel's starting to walk his way to the bomb site. Laboured spray, and Logan's going to find that deagle shot. Back to the even play here. Spam's going to start coming through. Can they hold on to the bomb site? That bomb goes down. Klon is going to get that kill onto Kester into the 3 versus 2. That AWP has to do work. Chippo Hippo, we haven't really been seeing much from him in the second half, so it's time for him to bring it back. And
game on the line. Can Klon and Milana work together to keep them?
1 versus 1. Liana, last player standing.
Swift shot. No kit on Chippo. They've done it. BHOP
Has got a kit. He got a kit. He picked it up in the smoke. He can't even find the bomb. He can't find the bomb. He's going to get off it, and Milana is going to get that kill. And BHOP find their 9th. This is sloppy.
Shaky.
This is sloppy from Snooze.
It's sloppy. It's maybe they're living up to the name. But if this one does continue to go into overtime, it will kind of blow my mind. Snooze, they do let a lot of rounds slip through their fingers, but throughout the game, they do end up winning the majority of the rounds.
I've been seeing, it's been very rare that either side has had a full buy. You know, every single round we're seeing Mac 10s, MP7s, and it's been to their detriment most of the time.
D2K in a good position now. I'd love to see how that plays out, but perhaps it won't happen because Klon with the double kill. Kester not cleared here. He doesn't go for the trigger discipline. We'll just instantly fight back for that kill onto Logan, but Katie
with that Mac 10.
Mac 10.
Mac 10 doing work this game.
Oh my goodness.
That nade might find Chippo.
Likely to claim a 10th here. Chippo, He clutched up last round, but this is a bit of a tall order.
Just going to run away with that AWP. It's the best you can do in this situation. And Snooze, giving up too many kills. Oh yeah, you said earlier, they're living up to their name. Sleeping on the job.
Absolutely, and Chippo might not even be able to bring this up into the next round. He's got a T storming his way. B-Dog swinging in for that fight. He's been heard, but B-Dog winning the duel. And actually chooses not to snatch back the AWP there.
Surprised, eh? It's showing some good stuff on the CT side of that AWP, so the fact he didn't pick it up means that, you know, he's been crispy with that AK.
Yeah, maybe BHOP have a game plan for this next round that won't require an AWP. Might require a Mac 10.
Look at the money on Snooze right now. They do not have enough to buy into this round.
They have to eco this one.
They're giving up the 11th round. This could potentially go into overtime.
That'll be amusing. It is the BO1, so I think this would just go down as a draw unless the rules have been changed.
No, that's my mistake. My mistake.
They might have been changed.
No, my mistake. I'm sure you're right.
But yeah, a draw on this stage of the groups would be pretty devastating. You know what? There might be one round of overtime. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out if it does go to double 12-12.
Well, we have to get there first, as it's back into the 4 versus 4. Those 5-7s being dangerous. And
you're looking very hesitant to actually get into the site. They're relying on their util, but they're actually missing some of the lineups as they go in there, opting for the donut post plant once again, but the flanks are coming in. This would be a rough one to go down to some pistols.
Nelly Daters. Does find they do find one more kill, but they have the bomb site locked down.
3 versus 3. D2K presented with another kill, but he has no ammo in the back 10.
Chippo Hippo finds another one. Might be able to recover an AK.
Oh, if D2K didn't run out of ammo there, it could have been a completely different story. But
oh my god, no way! Chippo Hippo's gonna run
the molly on the bomb. Okay, I think it's all good.
That was too close though. That was way too close for comfort.
Yeah, and it could have gone very differently. With that double flank, there's a lot of potential for Snooze there. They're doing some alright stuff on the eco, but they are letting rounds slip by. Just one round to separate the two teams. BHOP, they can smell that over time. And perhaps Snooze can smell the fear coming off of them.
Yeah, definitely. Taking this momentum, grabbing by the balls, making sure that they can't get any more rounds here. And Snooze, they're going to have to try and get this over the line. Break the curse. BHOP taking this round nice and slowly. A few players start to run out towards A. Chippo Hippo's going to play it nice and safe, taking that kill and running back. As for B-Dog, he's got to give up that control, and at this point, it has to be the B execute unless they can try and take back some control.
That would be the option, but they are targeting the B ramp quite heavily up at the top there, and Nelly and Daniel actually playing for a retake. Nelly's going to go in front of that util. He'll take the risk for the fight. There's no teammates to help him just yet. He's all by himself, and he'll go down to that nade. D2K spamming through the smoke, and
it's trying to trade, and Miss Katie
hold
crispy
on,
today.
Snooze. Surely you're not griefing this one. It's a high pressure, important round.
4 versus 2, no less.
Losing 2 players untraded. It's 2 versus 2 now. Good bit of spam damage going on to Katie as she falls back to the top of the ramp. B-Dog staying put in cave. Some decent spacing between Chippo and D2K, but is it too little too late? They're playing together as a team now, but they've already lost 2 players. The cross is being held. D2K wins the fight. Katie left up in the clutch. It's a big round. She's done some large things.
This is over. Snooze find the 13th.
I mean, that was closer than it should have been. BHOP looking pretty promising there. I'm excited to see what else they're able to do through this tournament versus some of the teams that, you know, aren't as practiced as Snooze.
No, but they've been looking very good in this game, bringing it much closer than they ever should have. But Snooze, at the end of the day, did get it across the line, proving that they are just about the better team.
I expect so much from Snooze, though. We got D2K, we got Nelly J. Both of those guys have played in the ESEA main. I don't think any of the BHOP players have been out of open. Klon might have played a few seasons of Inters. I might be wrong there, but the experience should be much, much higher for Snooze. But yeah, just one round between them at the end of that.
But yeah, as you were saying earlier, I'm excited to see what BHOP can do further on in this tournament. You know, if they can bring Snooze to a 13-11, who knows what they can do further on.
I'm a little worried for Snooze. That one, even though they won it, you know, it's going to get them shaken. I hope they're able to use that energy in a positive way and allow them to fix those issues. But if they're going to be playing like that versus better teams,
we've got a game every hour for the next 8 hours, so not much time to improve.
Exactly, there's only so much you can do, and the emotions from the previous game can linger into the next one. But either way, that has been an exciting match, a lot more exciting than, to be honest, I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a bit of a bloodbath, to be honest.
Yeah,
but, you know, Border Hoppers really did show us some good stuff there and kept us on the edge of our seats. Any final things to say, Yui?
No, well, I've got a few final things to say. Just that I am really excited to see Border Hoppers here. They've shown us some fantastic stuff in this game. Miss Katie hitting some really crispy shots. Going into the next few games, I'm excited to see how much they can do.
Absolutely. Well, look out for Border Hoppers, guys, and yeah, I hope to see some better stuff out of Snooze. Congratulations to them for winning it at the very least. But I'm going to be throwing you guys over to a little break, and then we'll be getting on to our next game. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a bit.